it's no, like, so they draw the energy off like your computers, your phones, like the lights in here.
Yeah.
They can draw that type of energy.
So what?
Yeah, like, so they
So
can
what?
make weird stuff happen and stuff. But what they like is when people get fearful because they're feeding off that fear.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why people freak out and they're like, "Oh my god!" and they run and stuff like that. And the spirit's like, "I got this one. I'm gonna go out." You know what I'm saying?
They look at me and go, "We can't do nothing with him."
So yeah, when they're fearful, they charge after whatever is fearful of them.
Rachel from northern South Carolina or southern North Carolina says, "I was raised being afraid of demons and ghosts aren't scary."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm.
That's what I was gonna say. To me, my higher power, or who I think could be God,
Yeah.
I believe is like an extraterrestrial.
Okay, so now that's funny that you say that because there are a lot of things on social media lately within the last 6 months. And Joyce is smiling. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Go ahead. You're going to say that they've been talking about him?
About the extraterrestrials or whatever. Supposedly, there's the Galactic Federation, and there's the Council of Nine or whatever. And if you listen to some of these people, you're thinking, why are they not in an institution?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's very interesting and riveting to listen to these people. And there's one lady and she's smiling all the time, going, I go ahead and I listen telepathically to the Galactic Federation, she says. And then she transcribes it on her iPad. And then she says, and then I show it to them and they let me know if I've transcribed it right. 100% she gets it right, apparently. So, because she's never wrong, because they're not there.
That's got to be like the light language people.
So now she talks about, and others as well are talking about at the beginning of February, supposedly, all of these ships, including motherships, were supposed to be visible by the human eye. Then the time came and passed and no ships. And then, of course, these people come out and say, well, you have to be at a higher vibration. And it's like, look, folks, I'm vibrating pretty good, you know? And it's like, that was their out. That was their easy out.
The magic mushrooms.
Yeah. And the next thing I know, it's like, now it's going to be March 21st.
Oh.
March 21st. So they have been pushing this narrative really for the last 6 months. And
21st is stays spring.
Well, whatever it is.
To be for a long time. I don't know if
it's the 20th.
The 20th or 21st.
Yep.
Whatever it is, it's it's these same people. They're talking about the Galactic Federation. Yeah. And they're talking about there's one called they call him the Creator, which apparently all the Council of Nine is below the Creator. So now it's like they're trying to make it sound like this Galactic Federation or whatever of all these ships and everything, it really is like the beginning of the coming of Christ.
Oh,
it's like, you know what I mean? They're trying to make it seem like, well, that's not really happened because it's real all about extraterrestrials.
See, I believe in extraterrestrials. I believe that my creator or my gods, but I also believe in the goddesses. So I believe there's more than one god. There's more than one goddess. But I believe that they are light beings.
Okay, light workers.
Light. Yeah. Yep.
I'm not. I mean, I think anything is possible.
Because they ain't grays. I don't mess with the grays.
What I find is that every time one of these folks get on, and I don't want to call them crazies because you just don't know.
I think it's like Men in Black.
Well, whatever it is.
We're the things in the locker room.
Okay. Well, whatever it is that it hasn't happened. And they keep saying it's going to. And they drop dates that it's going to happen. And then it doesn't happen. And then they think of another reason why. Oh, we're going to push it out another 6 months. So it's like.
How long have these motherships been supposedly coming?
August.
Oh.
You know, and
Well, I've seen UFOs, so.
and they're here to help us. They come they come in love. They're coming to blow our shit up. I don't know what it is.
I have seen UFOs when I was a kid.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm not saying.
I don't think they're coming to like hang out with us. They're flying right past us and saying, "Oh, screw that planet."
Did you know there's supposedly a planet, Ceres, which is is in between? It's a dwarf planet in between Mars and Jupiter.
Oh,
That's supposedly it's they thought it was a moon, but they're calling it a dwarf planet. But I guess it has somewhat of an atmosphere.
is that the one that's supposed to resemble Earth or something like that?
Oh no, there's another one that's about 10 times the size of Earth, or whatever. No, about 3 times the size of Earth, but it's like 5 light years away. We'll never get to it. So it's not like it's gonna happen.
Maybe that's where our other lives go.
So I'm gonna. This is what I think. I think that the extraterrestrials aren't really extraterrestrials. I think they're humans, and I think they're from.
I can see that from past lives.
Not even past lives. No,
Oh,
not even
planets?
that. We're talking. No. From here, I'm talking about how we have our bodies have adjusted over hundreds of thousands of years, right? To make it fit for where we are now. But now, I'm gonna double back. So now there's this guy Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's an astrologer and physicist and all. He said that if you are traveling through the speed of light, and or you're able to, which human body's not made for that.
No, you'd have to be pure energy in order to travel that fast.
But the thing is that what if maybe years down the road, it's already happened. Like in the future times, whatever. But if you went out to space, I think it's like 5. If you went out like 2 light years and came back, you know how many years would have passed on Earth? Probably about 10,000.
Oh, wow.
So you can't come back and tell people what you just saw because that's how many years. And you would have aged 2 years. But Earth would have gone around 10,000 times or 10,000 years. So I kind of wonder if that's what it is. And then they come back. So, for example, when you see stars in the sky, when a star, let's say it's way the hell out there, we know that light travels at 186,000 miles per second.
Yeah, it's
right.
Fast.
So when you see new stars in the sky, that means that light just got there. It could have taken 1,000 or 1,000,000 light years for it to get here, but it's just getting here. You see what I mean? Just to give you an idea of how deep the universe, how vast that it is, and it's always expanding. So I kind of wonder if they're just really humans and they've just kind of morphed, through generation after generation after generation.
Yeah, but I don't think they look like us.
Well, how do you know? I mean, because look at the pyramids. Supposedly, the lore is that it was space aliens.
Oh, I believe that
came and helped build it, and then right, but they all look the same as.
They said, a lot of them said it was angels, and the angels don't have wings. That the wings that they actually have are the spacecraft that they arrived here on Earth with. That they seen them in these flying contraptions.
That would make them extraterrestrials. I would think.
Gave them wings. Yep. Yeah.
So there's a million ways. It depends on who you listen to.
Yep.
What stories you listen to. If you're Catholic, you're probably thinking I'm talking just about shit out my ass, but I don't know.
Well, people think that just because I'm pagan and that's my religion and stuff, that I don't believe in a God. It's not that I don't believe in a God. I do believe in a God. I just believe in not the Christian God.
Yeah, and that's
So,
that's. Well, I don't see the problem there. I mean, I don't
but a
know.
lot of people like don't understand
So
that.
nobody-
They think
there's
it's
a
like,
lot of people
oh,
who
well,
don't-
you're bad. You don't believe in God.
Well,
You're
so
a
what?
heathen.
Do you know how many people think that the Islamics are bad because of a lot of the terrorist groups are attached to Islam? Doesn't mean that all Islamics are bad.
No.
You know, we
Yep.
could sit here and say, "Oh, Catholics, you know, they're bad too." Why? Well, the priests they like
Yeah.
little boys, and you know, and that kind of
They
stuff.
like little boys. They
Yeah.
like little boys. Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been arrested and decommissioned and
So,
all this stuff. So
I'm Catholic, but
You know what I find interesting?
follow it.
So
Well, I
to
follow
lay
it.
hands on somebody, you have to be Catholic or ordained minister or anything like that.
Mhm.
So you're not supposed to be able to get sued. Do you ever think that maybe that's what gives the priest the right to do that?
What do you mean?
So, like for me,
So that gives the price the right to go ahead and
yes,
yeah.
that's what they put in their heads. Well, I have a right because da 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 da. I can lay hands on you.
I don't know. I think that's messed up, and I think that's twisting.
Yep. But
Twisting.
if you think about it, what do they do? Are they getting sued? No.
I don't know.
They just get taken and put from one parish to another.
So don't you pull a card for Rachel in northern South Carolina or southern North Carolina because there's nobody here tonight. So except for Rachel, that's it. It's dead. It's dead in here. So
Let's see. You can go.
No, go ahead.
Psychic Thursday.
So Rachel got the Knight of Wands. So that says that you are ready to battle. You're like, come on, let's go. You're charging forward, full force, showing everybody what you got. You need to like stand your ground and just keep going ahead and keep charging forth.
And I got Temperance.
Ooh.
She pretty.
She can help you. She do anything, and she balances things out.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Maybe it's a time change. People are still freaked. I don't know.
Time change has really messed a lot of people up.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah, we haven't gone above 5 people in here. So. And then we went from 5 one time down to 1. It's like,
Well, I know I talked to Laura because she's not on.
She's
very
never in
much.
here anymore.
Because she said the time that we're doing it is she's cooking dinner and stuff like that.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said it's
yeah.
really hard. She said she's tried to like listen in here and there, but it's hard. Could be
Okay.
the day too, like people. I don't know.
So the rule still applies. Like and share. If you've liked and shared, then you can go ahead and Lewis has not liked and shared. So what about you? What do you? I mean, Lisa and I have been talking. How do you feel about that?
Do I believe in?
Yeah. How do you feel about
doesn't
the
believe in the
whole?
whole Christian God either. She believes in.
I believe in
creator.
God, and as a creator, and I believe like Mary, Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't believe. I'm starting not to believe that Jesus died on the cross. Yes, maybe.
Okay.
No.
Yes, maybe. All right.
Yes, maybe. And that after, when he came back down to earth,
Mm-hmm.
he took Mary Magdalene, I think it was, and
Yep.
had kids. He went away, and you didn't
In
hear
France.
from him no more.
So do you believe he was
And-
crucified and died on the cross? I do not.
I do.
I do not believe he died on the cross.
See, now this says we're really going to almost like a religious
Mm-hmm.
kind of theme today, which is.
I believe Jesus. I believe a man was called Jesus. Well, he wasn't called Jesus because J wasn't in the alphabet. He was Ashua was his name. I believe he was a great healer. Like energy healer. I believe he was also a prophet, like he was a medium, like we have gifts.
So you don't believe he was the actual son of God?
I do not.
Okay. All right. You're about the only
Where
person
I
I've
do.
ever heard that from,
Yeah, I do
to be
not.
honest with you. What if you're wrong?
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
What if this is this whole psychic thing is really just a joke? Somebody's playing heads with you, and next thing you know, you die and go, oh shit.
So it's kind of funny because I've had like these done readings for people, and their loved ones are very religious and stuff like that on the other side. And they're like, when they come to me and they talk to me, they're like, oh boy, did we have this all wrong? Or we, because a lot of your Catholic people and stuff like that aren't supposed to believe in like a lot of this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
that you can't communicate with those that have crossed over. But yet, Jesus communicated with his disciples after he supposedly passed away. So isn't that the same thing?
I don't
And
know.
then he communicated with his father.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really a religious guy, so
I'm
I
more
don't really-
spiritual now.
Yeah, I'm a spirit.
I mean, I have my
am
beliefs and
religion.
everything, and I don't know. The more I listen to you, the more I'm thinking you're nuts. But
Why do you believe Jesus was the Son of God?
personally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? I mean,
Do you believe Jesus died on the cross?
I do. I do believe in all that. Yes, I do.
See, I do not believe he was crucified on the cross. Like, I don't believe he died.
Or do you think he was shot by a musket?
No, only because there's actual writings of him and Mary Magdalene getting married, living in France, and having 6 children.
Okay.
Or 8 children, something like that. So if he supposedly died on the cross, how is he able to go get married, live in France, and have kids?
He was.
I don't know.
do not believe he was a light-skinned man with blue eyes on all the pictures because he was from the Middle East. Therefore, he would not be a light-skinned man with blue eyes.
I don't believe that he's light skinned.
Okay. I didn't think that was part of the equation here, but
Oh yeah,
okay.
He's look at pictures. They have him very light-skinned.
Like medium skin. And
Yeah.
long.
He's a Muslim.
Yeah. Well, he was Jewish.
Jewish, but in the Muslim area, like all over there. So
and
he
I
would
always
not...
ask, why isn't everybody Jewish? If he was Jewish,
I don't know.
Because we all are different. We're not from the same cloth.
So anyway, I just want to go ahead and put it out there. If you'd like a card, all we ask you to do is to like and share the live. If it's not worth a like and a share, then I'm sorry.
And with 23andMe, you would know if you were Jewish or not. Any of the DNA testings.
what's that got to do with it? I'm talking
Because if we were all related, we would be Jewish and stuff. We would have history from that area.
Where did I say we were related? I've said I don't.
You said, why aren't we all Jewish? Right? Did she say that? Okay.
I didn't
Yes, you
say
said.
we were related, though.
Judaism is not even the oldest religion in the world.
Well,
Neither is Catholicism.
Well, what they say, what I'm saying is, they say that Jesus was a Jew, right?
Yeah.
So she's saying if we're all offspring of Jesus, then why aren't we all Jews?
We're not all offsprings of Jesus.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that.
Jesus
just
is not Big Daddy of everybody. It's not we're like Grandpa. No, it's not how it works.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I never understood it because Jesus is Jewish. They said that Mary's Jewish. She is, right?
I don't know what she was. I honestly don't remember.
No.
I don't know. I never knew.
And
She wasn't
stuff
Catholic.
like that. No, I don't think Catholic was
Because they didn't have the Holy Trinity back then. It was just like one.
They did not.
They had a
wasn't,
family.
right?
No. The Romans brought in.
Oh, I
Catholic
believe
religion.
that it's a priest, the priest and his fellow priest that said no more. Priests can never get married again because they were always married before.
Okay, where are we going with this, Joyce? Not quite sure. Did we lose track? Or and I
No, I think what she's saying is like the Catholic religion put a lot of these rules
A lot of
into
the
place
rules
that
into place.
we we know today.
Oh, I personally feel,
and it was
That
the
priest should be able
Romans
to
that
get married.
actually put Christianity into place in the Catholic religion because it's all about
well,
power.
like for example, if you're Greek Orthodox, if you ever go to the service, it's pretty much the same. Otherwise, other than they do it in Greek, which is, oh my God, you sit there and you just want to shoot yourself. Oh my God, it's the worst ever because you know that phrase. Well, you must be speaking Greek. Freaking hey, they are speaking Greek, and it's like the long, and it's like 2 hours, right? And then they start singing. It's like, what are you saying? I don't know. It's all Greek to me. So literally, it was Greek. So I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that either. So
Yeah, that Greek.
they can marry. Greek priests can marry.
No.
Yes, they can.
Oh yeah, priest.
Catholic priests are not supposed to.
Catholic
Correct.
priests.
Catholica. You speaking in tongues now,
Have
Joyce?
you ever been to St. Edmund's Island?
But Catholic priests
Oh.
were only told they couldn't get married because they didn't want to take the office of the Catholic. They didn't want to take care and pay for families of priests, the person that was going to become a priest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I smell what you're cooking.
Burnt lamb chops.
I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't know. I believe that so where are we going with this? I mean,
I think they should be married, but that's my point.
I think people have a right to do whatever they want to do. I mean, that's what land of the free means, right? Like
that's the United States, but we're not. What about Portugal? I mean, it's a land of Portugal.
I think that they should be able to do what they want to do, live their life the way that they choose to live their life. I mean, of course, within reason. I mean, you don't want to see, people running up and down the streets naked. So, but I think if priests want to get married, then they should be able to get married. Because at one time, you're right, they were able to get married and have kids.
Yeah.
And then the Catholic Church decided, well, we can't have this.
So in this theological,
we're going to make this rule.
So in this theological discussion, what are we trying to prove here?
That religion sucks.
Okay, there we go. And there's a million of them.
Yep. But which one's the right one?
They're all right.
So I've had many discussions with my dad on this.
I would love to sit and have a conversation with your dad.
No, you don't.
Yes, I would.
No, not about this. You don't. No.
I know he's a religious man.
Oh my God. And God bless him. But for that, I mean,
yep.
But no, it's not, because I love my dad. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to any kind of religion, and he's talking about Catholicism is right, everybody else is wrong. I mean, there's no gray area at all. I asked my dad one time, I said, how do you know you're going to heaven? Because I have faith. Oh, what do you have faith in? The Holy Spirit and the Holy Trinity. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is if I don't believe the same thing, then I'm not going to heaven. Right. I said, so what? Hold up. Let me tell my story of my dad before you want to jump in. So I said, so what about, and I bring up like the Jewish folks and the Islamic people of the Islamic religion, which is like, I think Islam is the oldest, isn't it? Or Buddha or Buddhist?
No.
Either one.
I don't know.
What is the oldest religion? I'm not sure. But what I'm saying is that, I said, Pop, I said, so you're saying that all these people, even before Jesus was born, going to hell because they're not Catholic.
And he said yes.
He said yes. And then I went, Dad, I think you're nuts. I don't think that's really true. I said, how can you follow a rule? Because I even said to him, I said, what about before Jesus was born? And he goes, well, yeah. I said, how do you follow a rule when the rule didn't even exist? I said, it doesn't make any sense at all. And he got mad at me. He's got a bottle of Dasani. Starts going like this. Body of Christ. Body of Christ. I said, what are you doing? He said, you think I'm like the devil or something? Body of Christ. Because I didn't agree with him. So no, you don't want to have a conversation with him.
So that being said, all shall be forgiven and be allowed in the kingdom of heaven is what they say. Is that not what true?
I don't know. I don't
so
even
if
know.
God is all forgiven, then everybody should be allowed in the kingdom of heaven, no matter what you do. And yes, it's Hinduism is considered the oldest major religion still practiced today.
What?
Hinduism.
Hinduism? Okay. Yeah, they're all going to hell, according to my dad. Jehovah's Witnesses, all going to hell, according to my dad. I said, Dad, there's going to be a lot of space up there. He goes, fine, I can run around.
I believe that everybody.
But
ends
Islam
up
developed in the
same thing.
7th century, and Christianity was developed in the 1st century. Out of the Second Temple of Judaism in the 1st century. So.
All right. Well, so much for Psychic Thursday.
Well, you said there's nobody there.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
A couple of people have come in, but
what is
nobody's
the
participating
actual
today.
writings of the Bible?
Don't
Where are
know.
they? Nobody knows.
No.
But they
I
have
don't
the
know.
Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, I don't know.
And if we have hieroglyphics written on walls, why can't we find the actual writings of the Bible?
Because they're from the people in the sky. Who I don't even think are in the sky. I think they're from Middle Earth.
Could be.
Along with I would rather be a hobbit, to be honest with you. I would like second breakfast. Every day. Kevin Cunningham says, I sound tense. I might need a massage.
Did he really say that?
Swear to God.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So
Rachel says, I used to say there was a special place in heaven with a... Why is this not going? All right. With a tall fence for Baptist people to keep them separate because they won't believe anyone else is up there.
So the funny thing is I was baptized Baptist. So, believe it or
And
not.
Rebecca says, I think everyone should have the right to believe in what feels right to them.
Yep.
I also believe religion shouldn't be pushed on anyone. That is true. I agree with that 100%.
You know what drives me nuts?
Joyce?
No, Jehovah's Witnesses coming knocking at my door, leaving me pamphlets.
They have a right to do that, you know?
They do.
Just
But
what? Okay.
if I don't answer the door the first time, don't keep
Then why
knocking.
don't you then what you should do is you should answer the door and say, if you're not, say I am not interested. Thank you.
I have said that.
Okay. So what the hell?
And they say, well, you don't know the true word of God.
Oh, how about the true word of my door in your face?
I've even showed up with my garb on, and they still came back.
Imagine you open the door. There's Lisa with a witch hat on and witch dress and a broom.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
My next thing was opening the door bare ass naked and see him running across the street. But
Lewis says he believes in ET.
yep, E.T.
I know.
extraterrestrial.
E.T.
Oh God. What do you?
I'm just looking at my cards.
But even you have had experiences with crazy stuff, like walking down the street. You've seen things
Yes.
that you can't.
I'm not saying that doesn't exist,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying any of this doesn't exist. I'm just saying that 99% of it has not happened to me.
Did I tell you about the 3 sisters that I now have in my shop after they tore down the school in Plainfield?
Kind of like the people from Hocus Pocus.
Well, kind of, yep, but these ones are nuns.
nuns.
I have nuns
Nuns.
in my shop. Alice, Kimberly, and Melissa, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Are they dead nuns?
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, they're dead nuns. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And they're upset because the tree got cut down.
Mm.
And you don't.
You hear that, Cunningham?
Uh,
What have you done? What have you done, Cunningham?
So he sent them all to my shop. We've actually picked them up on EVPs.
Cunningham says, I believe in the power of ice cream.
I believe in the power of ice cream too. I can't wait
Yeah.
to Hank's to open up so I can get me some good old milkshakes.
Yeah. I'd like Hank's to support local. So there we go.
Will they support me? They let me have my fares there.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
But
I wish we had an ice cream shop though that was 24, not 24/7, but all year round. You know what I'm saying?
McDonald's.
No, that you can go.
Oh, it doesn't work anyway half the time. So
That you can go in and get an ice cream. The closest thing we have is Sweet Cheeks. This year they closed down for I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks in Brooklyn, but we don't have anything that you can go in and get a hot fudge sundae or a milkshake because I would so be in there all year round. I don't know why people think ice cream is just for summer.
maybe because business kind of clips off, in the middle of November.
But how do you
cream.
know if you've never?
I think it's probably been
opened.
tested.
How? We name one place.
Maybe just not here. I don't know, but I'm sure it's been tested.
I would like to
I'm
test
sure
it.
they're okay. Then test it. Then buy yourself a whole shitload
Yep.
of ice cream, open it up, and say, "Come on down."
Yep. And I would like a good old bakery too.
Not gonna happen. It's too expensive. People don't have that kind of seed money anymore. At least local. That want to do it. Otherwise, you would have seen it.
No, we just get rubbing toes.
All right, we have.
You didn't say that.
Yes,
I
she
did.
did. I mean, we had a bakery downtown, that lasted a year. Nobody supported it here in Jewett City. They didn't support it. Giuliano's. What do you want? And it's because and the thing that I had heard from Jack, mostly the guy who owned Giuliano's, was that people were complaining that they didn't have the same prices as Airmonies did. And I'm like, that's 1968, pal.
You cannot have the same pricing.
But you can't make people understand that. If they're used to a 35-cent cinnamon donut, then they're going to think that's going to be forever.
Yeah. I know Daybreaks is pretty good for their breakfast as far as keeping their prices low. That's probably one of the cheapest places I've been to eat breakfast.
No.
I know a couple places I went to, they charge you an extra 50 cents per egg since the eggs.
Oh, I know
went up.
people. I know people that charge more than that.
That's insane.
Oh, by the
to
way,
me.
egg prices are coming down now. They're starting to come down.
Well, I get eggs. So my granddaughter will give me eggs, and she charged me $5 no matter if I want 2 eggs or 18 eggs. It's $5.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have a couple friends that I get eggs from.
Okay. Well, you're just better than us.
Yeah. I'm not better than you. I just know people.
I forgot what I was going to say.
And then you go, well, I get eggs.
You know a lot of people too.
I don't get eggs from anybody.
I mean, you BFF with Kevin over here.
Kevin, yeah. Hey, pull a card for Kevin.
Pull a card for
Yeah,
Kevin.
pull a card
All
for
right,
Kevin Cunningham.
I want to get into the town hall and do a paranormal investigation in there, boy. I know I'd be seeing wet footprints coming out of that pool area.
Let's see how much this card is going to cost.
All right, let's see. See if one's going to jump for.
See how much
Kevin.
one's going to cost, Kevin. This card. Oh, jeez.
Too many. Oh, actually, it's 3.
There's a whole company of cards there.
So he's getting 3 cards.
Okay. What do you got?
So the first card is 2 of Wands.
Oh, you're screwed.
No, it's not. Second card is 10 of Pentacles.
Oh, you're double screwed.
And the third card is the Emperor. Okay.
Well, that's his ego.
So that's Kevin right there, the Emperor. So it does show that he had a vision that he actually would be looking out. This is in his past. He looked out and seen what he wanted to see and was at the edge of
Darkness.
No, the edge of what he wanted to do. And he was looking out to see what else was out there for him. And it does show that he had a lot of family support, family backing, and that his expansion of his family grew and supported him in every way. And he's very proud of the things that he has accomplished in his life. And then you come into the Emperor, where is the future, where he's actually going to be able to sit back and be proud of all of the accomplishments that he did do, and he's going to have like a lot of power within his life, if that makes sense. So they're all very good cards.
Well, he's becoming the Antichrist.
Okay, I can still see that with the Emperor, trying to rule everybody,
He is the ruler.
Yeah, so that's what I get. What you
got, Joyce? Joyce?
Oh, I didn't.
Well, you got to pull a card for Kevin.
Look at that. Just a look of disdain for you, Kevin, that Joyce just had.
Kevin's a nice guy.
How many people have you seen going to the rub and tug next to you?
Well, one morning I seen 5 of them before 10 o'clock.
Five like gentlemen, or are we talking about 5
men.
of the workers? Okay.
No. I don't see the workers going in there. They're in there. I see them walking around in the hallway and walking around in the parking lots in the street. But yeah, 5 men. I was sitting actually having breakfast, and we were counting. Me and my daughter were counting how many men before 10 o'clock went in there. It was kind of funny.
What is this?
Oh, so as is above, so below. So whatever he's putting out, he's also got to take back in.
Okay, the reason why I don't know this card is because this is a new deck, and I didn't expect this to be in there.
Yes.
So it says,
as is above.
And
as is above. That's that card.
It's not
Joyce,
below.
just write it in hieroglyphics or something. I mean,
You tell me what that card is.
that's one naked bitch.
No, she ain't naked. She got clothes on.
Well.
She don't work next door to me.
Looks like an angel.
Yeah, but it's not the...
So it's basically as is above, so is below.
below.
So whatever you're putting out there, you also have to take back in. It's
I
It's a
understand
karma card or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so it's like whatever you're putting out there, you're gonna get back.
Yeah.
So as long as he's putting out
I
good
just didn't know what
positivity,
it
he's
was.
gonna get good positive energy back. At the minute he puts out the negative energy, that's what he's gonna take back in is negative.
Got it.
So
All right. Well, I think we're gonna end it for this psychic, kind of like non-psychic Thursday. It was kind of weird today.
yeah, it was.
Kind of weird.
It's because we started talking about religion and stuff.
Well, we didn't start talking about it. You just kind of morphed into that.
I did tell you I got my bed coming, right?
Oh, Jesus. Yes.
People are gonna come and my sign's gonna be on my door. Be back 30 minutes. No, I'm not gonna be next door either.
Yeah. You got a glory hole.
No, I can hear stuff. Those walls are paper thin.
Are you hearing like they're actually?
One day we were doing something. We were putting stuff away. It was very quiet in the shop, and yeah, there was like
Okay.
some guy. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's get out of here.
Yep.
All right. See you tomorrow night.